Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State, going to great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for some spicy, authentic West African cuisine right here in the Alamo City.
This is delicious. I love the flavor that's in here, and I'm so glad that you got to share your culture with me and show me how to eat like this. This is so fun.
And we're digging into some of the best gorditas in San Antonio.
Oh, the flavor on that. Oh my goodness. I love how happy you are about all the food too.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. Our first stop on today's foodie adventure is on Broadway in San Antonio at a sandwich, pizza, and bagel shop.
Let's go inside Wild Barley. Joining me now is the owner and operator out here at the restaurant, Mark Fogelsong. Thank you so much for having us out here, man.
Thanks for coming.
Now, we were visiting with you, oh my gosh, it was a couple years ago. You had the food truck, but now it's a brick and mortar here in San Antonio, and you guys are cranking out all the goods. How did all this get started?
Well, I met my partner Holland back in college, 2008, and we began talking about this concept. And then we both went off and learned our respective industries and came back together about 6 years later and built the food truck and went through the pandemic running that. And then we got here back in August and started renovating this building for our brewery.
And you have two sandwich options right here for breakfast. Talk to me about this one right here.
Yeah, so the Notorious PIG features some cured ham, some bacon, melted Gruyere, some tomatoes, onions, and between two eggs on whatever bagel you want to choose.
All right, that's the bite. Wow. This sandwich right here, what's going on in this one?
Very traditional sandwich. The lox, you've got some lemon dill, cream cheese, some tomatoes and onions, and of course the smoked salmon and capers.
Yeah, the little capers are like hiding in there. Look at them. That's the bite. Oh, bro. Thank you. The bagel sandwiches are delicious for breakfast. There's so many different options you can choose from. The Notorious PIG. Now that's a sandwich though. This thing's got 2 eggs. It is massive. Messy, delicious. The lox, straightforward, delicious, traditional bagel bite. You can't go wrong. You can customize it, do it your way. This sandwich right here is more in the lunch area, right?
Yeah, so the Rio Grande caters to the lunch crowd. So you got your fresh sourdough bread. We're smoking that turkey in-house. You got some avocado, roasted red peppers, caramelized onions, and then some spinach and mayo to finish it off.
My goodness. All right, check that out, the Rio Grande. This one looks awesome. Cheers.
Salud.
That's the bite. Oh, wow. That's a great sandwich, a wonderful bite. And you also have a salad in the front, something a little bit colorful, a little tasty. Over here, you have another salad. Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, the Bo Diddley beets. We're roasting the beets, some blue cheese, some toasted pumpkin seeds on a bed of arugula and mixed greens, and then, of course, some house Italian dressing.
All right, the Bo Diddley beets. Cheers.
Salud.
That's the bite. Oh, wow. The sandwiches are great for lunch. You can also get a salad. All of the salads on the menu were created by the chef in the kitchen in the back of the house. Delicious. The one that we had out here, we had the caprese salad. We also had the beet salad. Now this one has the beets, the arugula on there, that house-made Italian dressing as well. You have some of the seeds on there, and then chunks of blue cheese. You mix that all together, it is the perfect bite. Pizzas. Talk to me about that.
This is the Native Texan, very traditional pizza. We've got the in-house barbecue sauce, as well as in-house smoked brisket, some pickled jalapenos, red onions, a little bit of cheddar, and a Mott's provolone blend, all in the sourdough crust.
Cheers to you. That's the bite.
Salud. We keep talking about our bagels, but our pizza's pretty damn good.
That's a great pizza. That is really good, man. This pizza has a wonderful body to it. On that crust, it just has a great bite, good hold to it. And when you hold it up, it's not falling down or anything, so you know the crust is on point. It's that sourdough that they're using on all the other products, right? Then on the top, it has that barbecue flavor to it. Tastes just like something you would want coming out of Central Texas. There's different kinds of pizzas you can get on the menu. They're rotating them out seasonally. So this is just a really cool spot. They're not playing around out here. You can get the bagels, but they also have breakfast platters. You have sourdough pancakes. You also have the eggs, the hash, and a little bit of like salsa on the side over there. So many great things. Mark, thank you so much for having us out here, you guys. Wild Barley, now a brick and mortar here in San Antonio. Come enjoy yourself. Cheers again.
Salud.
The pizza is rocking, y'all. This is delicious. Today on A Taste of Texas with Shiner Bock Beer, we're making a Summer Shiner Spritzer. Use 1 lime wedge and 1 lemon wedge in each glass. Get all the juice out of each one of those. Then you want to get some mint, smack it in your hand, get the oils out of there, throw it in the bottom of the glass, add some ice into each glass, add a splash of vodka of your choice into each glass, and then get a Shiner Light Blonde beer, fill it up to the halfway mark on the glass, and then top it all off with 7-Up. Not too sweet, super refreshing. You can add some more mint on top of the glass for some garnish. Easy recipe. Go online to get more information. Scan the QR code. This is a great drink.
Now, we're headed to Houston for dry-aged flaming ribeyes.
Let's go inside Doris Metropolitan. Joining me now is Mauro Cisneros III. He is the beverage director out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for coming.
Right in front of us, I mean, this is the reason why people come out to the restaurant. You got all the steaks right here on the board, plus side items and other entrees as well. But how did all of this get started?
So we got our start in a butcher shop in Tel Aviv. We opened up our first steakhouse down in Costa Rica. And actually, they took a road trip on their way to Miami to open another restaurant, got stuck in New Orleans and never left. They fell in love with the city. Ended up opening our first American steakhouse in New Orleans, in the French Quarter. And Houston being the sister city to New Orleans, it was kind of a natural transition to come over to Houston next, and it just boomed from there.
You have a room in the back. You're actually dry aging steaks. And actually, when you come in as a guest, you can go in and see it. Talk to me about the different steaks that we have here on the platter.
So our dry aged cuts are all bone-in cuts, and they're selected for that reason because it really takes full advantage of that moisture being pulled out of the bone.
I want to dive into this one. The one in the middle here is the bone-in ribeye, and you can see it's a really nice cook on there. There's also pepper and salt on the side. What's special about that salt right there?
So that's dehydrated red wine, and they infuse it into the kosher salt. The oxidation of the red wine actually brings out more of that beefy flavor.
Nice.
And so basically you just take a little dab here, get a little tiny little bit of black pepper.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, there you go, bone-in ribeye.
So the sous vide process is really what's responsible for that tenderness that you're getting.
Give me some love. Woo! The 27-day bone-in ribeye is so good, especially with the salt and the pepper on the side that you can dip into. It is cooked to perfection. That sous vide, make sure the inside is cooked exactly how you want it, grilled and then finished in the oven to make sure it is the perfect temp when it comes out. I mean, this thing is rocking. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
The fat is rendered perfectly on that. You have Wagyu steaks, and we have a sample of that here on the board as well.
Yeah, we have a little bit of Japanese A5 Wagyu. That is the highest grade of Wagyu that can be exported from Japan. So what it is just really, really finely marbleized meat.
This one right here is the finished product. It's been sous vide, it's been grilled off. Now on this one too, are you gonna do a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt on that one? Or are you just gonna enjoy it?
Honestly, this is one of my favorite cuts. I like it as unadulterated as possible.
Okay.
I recommend just diving right in.
All right, we're going
This
for
one's
it
really
then. Look at the inside. You can definitely tell just looking at these two, the difference on the two. Look at the marbling on the inside. This is incredible. All right,
Yeah.
cheers to you.
Cheers, man.
This is the A5.
It's like butter.
Man. There's not too many places where you can go get Japanese A5 Wagyu steaks. Over here at Doris Metropolitan, you can get exactly that. These things are just butter. It's just meat butter. And on the inside, it's just marbled. It looks all white when it's raw like that, and then it has a little bit of pink sprinkled throughout. When it's cooked off, it is just fall apart, tender, melt in your mouth steak. You don't even need to add salt. You don't need to add pepper to it. All by itself, this is a whole different kind of steak experience. Give me some love on that one.
That's awesome, right?
Ooh, that's special. This is just a beautiful display of the different cuts that you have available. And I love that you set this thing on fire and you bring it out to the tables. Now, is that going to add any more flavor to it, or is it more for the show, or is it
Absolutely.
both?
The sage provides an aromatic element to it that really brings out the meat in it.
Phenomenal. Now, these aren't the only items that you have on the menu, of course. You can come out here, you can get some side items, which we have over here. You have two other proteins here on the table. You have an octopus. What is inside this dish?
The octopus has a lot going on, but it all comes together really well. So it's on a bed of tzatziki with some smoked heirloom tomatoes. They make this sauce called preserved lemon that has a little tang that goes on there, a sous vide onion in the center, and then some fresh cut okra that they sear.
This one in front of us, you got a big old bone on there. It came right out of the sous vide pack, and it got like the sauce got reduced. I mean, there was a little bit of grill action as well. What is this one?
So this one's called falls off the bone because quite literally we cannot serve it on the bone. And it's a 24-hour sous vide, and it's served on top of our root puree, which is one of our house favorites on there. It's just a bunch of root vegetables that have been pureed with some cream to make like something a little bit next level mashed potato, you know?
Oh, next level. I mean, you got me right there. Next level mashed potatoes. Oh my gosh, you don't really need much to pull this thing apart.
It just kind of shreds.
Mauro, thank you so much for your time, brother. I appreciate you having us out here. You guys, Dorst Metropolitan out here in Houston, a phenomenal joint. You really have to enjoy all the different cuts of meat. I mean, you can go from A5, your traditional cuts, dry age. You can see everything when you walk in as well. Cheers to you, sir. This is where it's at in Houston, y'all. I'm gonna take this one home.
Yeah.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we're digging into some of the best gorditas in San Antonio.
Oh, the flavor on that. Oh my goodness. I love how happy you are about all the food too.
And next on the show, we're headed to New Braunfels for some amazing Tex-Mex.
Oh my goodness. That's incredible.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. We're traveling across a Lone Star State getting great food and pairing it with ice cold Shiner beer. And that's why we're here today in New Braunfels to go inside of a restaurant that's serving up interior Mexican cuisine plus Tex-Mex food and ice cold Shiner beer. Let's go inside La Coseca. Joining me now is the executive chef out here, Obed Magana. Thank you so much for having us, man.
Thank you, man. My pleasure.
And right in front of us, we have some brunch items, starters. We even have some over-the-top fajitas. But how did all of this get started?
So our business was opened in 2019. It's family owned and operated, and we're focusing on more of an interior Mexican food.
Nice, and that's what you can see. You can see some of the influences there. But this one right here, the fajitas, I mean, these aren't your standard fajitas, right?
No, not at all. Let me tell you a little bit. It's a Wagyu steak with some Gulf Mexican shrimp and our beautiful compound butter. That steak, I guarantee, is gonna melt in your mouth.
Oh my gosh. Now, if you don't want steak, you also have another option right here, right?
Yeah, so in case people want something a little bit lighter, we offer a vegetarian option, which comes with carrots, grilled zucchini, squash, and some portobello mushrooms.
I'm gonna get this piece right here. It's calling my name. I'm gonna dip it in some of this compound butter. Cheers.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Cheers.
the Wagyu beef fajitas. That's the bite.
Delicious.
Oh my goodness. The Wagyu beef fajitas are so tender. You dip into that compound butter. You get some of the shrimp on there as well that you can add on. Plus, if you want to go full veggie, you can do that as well. Super delicious, lots of flavor. You have some of those fresh homemade tortillas as well that you can make a little taco out of. It is so good. This is a treat.
Yes, sir.
This has to be one of the most popular items on the menu.
One of our best sellers by far.
Oh my goodness. You have a dish right here in the front, barbacoa. People are familiar with it, they know of it, but they get it like in tacos mainly.
Of course.
And this is a really fun presentation. Talk to me about that dish.
Yeah, so this is more of a composed plate of our barbacoa. It's also Wagyu beef that we use for that.
Wow.
And it's slowly braised with a pork demi on top. And then it gets put with our sweet corn puree on bottle, garnished with a little bit of crushed pistachios. And to serve it on the side, we like to serve this very fresh salad, tossed with a lemon vinaigrette and some blistered grapes on top. Spectacular.
Oh my goodness, that sounds incredible.
Thank you.
And look at this, look, you just like push into this. You don't even need to get your knife out. And look at that, it's just falling apart. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Wagyu barbacoa. I never thought I would say that, but here it is. It looks fantastic. Bro, I've never had barbacoa that tender before. That
Thank
is
you.
really, really good. I love what's going on. You also have a Tex-Mex plate, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is kind of like a straightforward plate, right?
Yes. So this is called our jefe, and this is served with a crispy beef taco, and then it has our two signature cheese enchiladas, a little bit of refried beans, our cilantro lime rice, And you gotta have the queso, so we put a little queso on a cup for you.
This one right here, you have some seafood options on there. You got some oysters.
Right here we have our char-grilled oysters, and we call them our oysters divorciados, so divorced, because we serve them both half and half in different compound butters. So a little green, a little red, kind of both sides of the story.
Yeah, I love that.
There you go, boss.
There we go. Oh. The char-grilled oysters are just loaded with flavor, especially when you have the two different sauces on there. You can go red, you can go green. Red one's got a little kick on it, so you have some of that Parmesan cheese on there. Get some of the bread as well. Just put it on there, all made in-house. So good, lots of texture and a lot of flavor. On the brunch menu right here, you got some French toast. Talk to me about this dish.
Our French toast is on a house brioche, and it gets paired and topped with house-made granola, house-made cajeta, and some fresh berries on top.
Here we go. That's the bite. The French toast is prepared with their house-made brioche bread, and then you have the fresh berries, their granola that they're making in-house as well, and the cream on there. Mix that all together. When you come out for brunch, definitely the item that you gotta try, and wash it all down with an ice-cold cocktail or an ice-cold shiner. Now, you gotta make sure you save room, wash it all down with an ice-cold shiner. Go ahead and grab yours with me. You have it on draft, plus you got it in the bottles and cans. Cheers to you. La Coseca, guys, out here in New Braunfels. It's delicious. Grab yourself an ice cold beer, get the starters, get the entrees. The Wagyu beef on all of it is just over the top delicious. Thank you so much for having us, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we're digging into some of the best gorditas in San Antonio.
Oh, the flavor on that. Oh my goodness. I love how happy you are about all the food too.
And next on the show, we take a road trip for some authentic Chinese cuisine and soup dumplings.
Give me some love on that one.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Now we're here at the Jordan Ford dealership, and joining us today is General Manager Casey Ogletree. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Now, right behind us, you got an F-150 XLT, and you got great deals going on these right now.
We do. We have hundreds of F-150s in stock. So as you know, when there's a lot in stock, that means savings for you. On all XLT F-150s, $10,000 in savings. That's unreal. We haven't seen that in years.
Yeah.
And on STX F-150, you get a lease payment for $499 a month.
That's a deal.
That is.
That's crazy. All right. And to find out more information about all the inventory here on the lot, just go to the website, www.jordanford.com. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in the Heights in Houston to go inside of an authentic Chinese restaurant that's making soup dumplings, Peking duck, and all kinds of delicious dishes. Plus, they got a full bar. Let's go inside Peony and Crane. Joining me now is Julie Jo. She is the owner out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, of course, my pleasure.
And right in front of us, we have hits off the menu. We have soup dumplings. We even have some protein dishes. How did all of this get started?
I am an avid foodie, but it made me upset that there wasn't a place where I could get authentic Chinese. So I grew up half in China and half here, so I really know how it's supposed to be made. That's why I finally opened this place. I was very picky about how everything was made, so everything that you're eating today is handpicked by me.
I love that so much. And I want to start off this meal first with what's inside the little hidden containers here. You have soup dumplings.
Yes.
How are these prepared?
So it looks very simple. You have the dough that's hand kneaded to maintain its chewiness. And then you have a bowl of filling. And it looks so simple, but it has all of the flavors built into it, including the congealed soup that already is flavored. And it's made from pork broth that we cook overnight. Plus the filling with the meat makes that really unique umami flavor with that chewy dough on the outside.
Okay, cheers to you. The soup dumplings, that's the bite. That is incredible. The soup dumplings are out of control. They're just a big flavor bomb. You have all that congealed soup that gets put inside of the dumpling itself. The dumpling, the soup, when it gets all steamed up, just melt in your mouth. It is a flavor explosion. It is delicious. And I want to jump over here because you also have the pork belly. The process of pouring it onto the Rice Krispies, it creates like a popping kind of effect, right?
It does, because the Rice Krispies, as hot as they are, once you pour on the hot pork belly, it makes this popping noise, and it's very satisfying to hear.
Yeah. And look at that. I mean, just loaded up with a sauce. Cheers to you. There's the bite. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. This pork belly is super tender. You have that baby bok choy that adds that nice texture, right? Then you have those little Rice Krispie treats that absorb all of that sauce. Then you want to get some of that tender pork belly, the baby bok choy, eat it all together in one bite. It's gonna blow your mind. I want to jump over to the duck. What should the preparation be like?
Peking duck is a little difficult to make. It really is an art, and chefs are especially trained to make roast Peking duck. This is made with the duck skin perfectly unbroken. You separate the skin from the meat, and then you spray air into it to separate the fat from the meat and the skin.
Right.
So that when you roast it, all that fat drips down. So when you bite into it, there's no fat in between. That's where you get the crispy skin and the very soft and tender meat.
Now you have little wraps that go with this as well, right? So how do we prepare this whole dish?
Yeah, so these are very, very chewy wraps. You have some green onion, and you have cucumber, and then you have the sweet sauce that goes with it.
And look at this. I mean, just cooked beautifully. It's just glistening. You can see all that juiciness in there and the crispy skin. I'm gonna put my piece right on top. Now the sauce itself, what are the flavor notes that we're gonna be experiencing here?
So this is just a very simple and clean sweet sauce that all Peking duck should be eaten with when you're wrapping it or when you're sandwiching it. Cheers. Mine
That's
broke.
the bite. Oh, wow. Give me some love on that one. Some of that duck on there as well. Wrap it up and enjoy yourself. You have a lot of wraps that come with the meal. You have all that meat, so you can definitely share it if you want to. You are doing such a great job out here. I love all the different dishes. We also have some more traditional, you have Szechuan style, of course, different regions of China you have represented on the menu. This is a sneeze beef, right? You have the pepper on there. You have soup out here as well. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Grab your wine over there. There's also a great bar program. Grab a cocktail, get a glass of wine. Peony and Crane here in the Heights in Houston. Delicious, authentic Chinese food. What you want to get before you go out drinking, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Cheers. That is delicious.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we're digging into some of the best gorditas in San Antonio.
Oh, the flavor on that. Oh my goodness. I love how happy you are about all the food too.
And next on the show, get ready for some spicy, authentic West African cuisine right here in the Alamo City.
This is delicious. I love the flavor that's in here. And I'm so glad that you got to share your culture with me and show me how to eat like this. This is so fun.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
It is hot outside Texas, so come out to Circle K, America's thirst stop, to grab all different kinds of refreshing drinks to cool you down, including sports drinks, Polar Pops, Frosters, beer, soda, and water.
Plus, when you're at Circle K, you can grab a Polar Pop, a Froster, or an iced coffee, one a day for only $9.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal.
Circle K is America's thirst stop, your best destination to come out to grab drinks to cool down. Make sure you stay hydrated, including sports drinks, Polar Pops, Frosters, and iced coffee. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here on the northwest side of San Antonio to go inside of a restaurant that's serving up authentic West African cuisine. Let's go inside Trice's Cafe and Lounge. Joining me now is Elsa. She is the owner and chef out here at the restaurant. And do me a favor, pronounce your full name for me because I can't say it.
Elsie Glasu Atsunowa.
That's a beautiful name.
Thank
and thank
you.
you so much for having us out here.
Thanks for coming.
And right in front of us, we have some of the hits off the menu. We have fish, some goat, beef, chicken, a little bit of everything. Talk to me about the culture of the cuisine that you have here.
So right here we have African cuisine, to be specific, West Africa. And we cook out of 3 nations in Africa. We cook from Ghana, Nigeria, and Cameroon.
And everything, it smells incredible. I mean, the spices that you're using, you can just smell when you're cooking in the kitchen as soon as you walk in. And I want to talk first about what's going on in this bowl right here. I see some onions, and this is goat, correct?
Right. That's assume it's a goat meat, actually tossed with hot pepper, so it's quite spicy. Okay. And with onions, you just toast it in vegetable oil, you season it to your taste, and
bing, you got it.
Bam.
Cheers. That's the bite. Ooh, that's a little spicy.
Yeah, we do customize the spice to the customer's need. So if you like it very spicy, you can get it as spicy as it can be, or we can tone it down for you.
The way the goat is prepared has all this flavor in the inside. You have the skin on the outside that is nice chewy texture, and then the fat just melts in your mouth. This stuff is spicy though. Like, I've taken a couple bites. It's already like getting your lips going, but it's like the perfect amount of spice you want. You get a little piece of onion, you get some of the goat, and it is a great bite. And now we do have some drink over here as well, because I'm gonna have to take a sip because it's a little spicy. Talk to me about what's going on with this drink.
So this drink is called palm wine. It's made out of the palm tree, and it's imported. You can only get it in Africa.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So this is a typical Nigerian dish, and it's called a foriro. It's actually veggies, which will be spinach and collard greens tossed in this red bell pepper sauce. And it's very nice. Delicious.
And you get to add a protein to this if you'd like, and we actually added beef to this one.
Yes, there's beef in there.
All right, so show me, how do we do this?
Okay.
Teach me how to do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You basically just take a piece.
Okay, take a piece.
Like that. It sticks together.
Okay, you're kind of playing with it. You've done this before.
You want to mold it, just go take up your sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna take some of the sauce. Oh, okay, I think I did it right. Here you go, cheers. That's the bite. Oh, that's very good. And you can eat with your hands. The foriro is delicious. It has kind of this soupy texture to it. And then you have all the greens in there, the beef in the middle. You can pick any protein you want to go on there. You just get a little bit of whatever side item you get to make a little bit, kind of like a little bread. It's like a little dumpling kind of texture. You grab some of that in the bowl, put it all together, you go for it. It is delicious and it's a fun experience. This is delicious. I love the flavor that's in here. And I'm so glad that you got to share your culture with me and show me how to eat like this. This is so fun.
So this is called jollof rice. It's popular in Africa, especially West Africa. But this is the popular jollof rice and rices that everybody likes. Most people order this on a regular. And we serve this with chicken drumstick tossed in a tomato sauce that we usually call stew. So it's actually stewed, and then a side of plantains. This is just rice. A little kick of spicy, not heavily spiced.
So let's get some of the rice. The tomato. It has a little bit of, I like the spice on there. It's like a small little spice kick, but not like spicy, like it's actually hot. And then you have the sweet plantains on the side.
Sweet plantains on the side.
So I'm gonna get some of the chicken here as well. That's the bite. Oh, this plate is wild. Oh my goodness. The jollof rice, one of the most popular dishes on the menu. It is so good. It takes 3 hours for that rice to reduce down to get all that flavor in there. You have the veggies. You also have some sweet plantains on the side. I chose to go with chicken as my protein on there, and I highly recommend you do the same. The sauce on the outside is incredible. The texture of the chicken. You just want to get a little bite of everything. Now you can eat it all separate or eat it all together. Either way you do it, it's going to be delicious. If you really want to try something different, expand your palate. Try this out here. It is a great restaurant. Everybody's been awesome out here. So you come out here, try something a little bit more adventurous. Even the fish just looks fantastic. Try some palm wine. Cheers to you. Thank you for having us out here.
Thank you. Thank you. Come visit us.
Coming up later on Texas Eats.
We're digging into some of the best gorditas in San Antonio.
Oh, the flavor on that. Oh my goodness. I love how happy you are about all the food too.
So don't go anywhere. More Texas Eats is coming up after the break.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here off Perrin Bidle. It is a busy road, so it's a little loud, but I'm here with Casey Ogletree for carpooling with Casey today. And we are at La Birria, and this is your first time trying Birria, right?
It is.
Now, what do you think Birria is going to be like? What is the experience you're hoping for?
I'm hoping for just bursting with flavor meat.
All right, well, this spot, it's got lamb and birria on the menu, so I'm super excited. We're gonna go inside. Let's go get some food.
Let's do it.
All right, so now we're inside of the restaurant. We got the menu right here in front of us. And what I'm really excited about is they have beef and lamb. Ooh. All right, big spicy.
Let's do it.
So we have the green one, which the green one,
Great flavor.
great flavor. And then the red one, it looks spicy, but as she brought it out to the table, we're like, oh, that looks spicy. She was like, no, no, no.
This.
Look at how evil that looks.
Dark and pasty.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
All right.
Oh, man. Oh, it's coming out. It's like sludge, bro.
It is.
Okay. All right,
Ready?
go for it. What is that at? What is that at? Is that a 7 or a 6?
That's probably an 8.
Oh.
That's solid.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to do it. That's a solid like 8+ right there, dude. That's whoa. I would have to say that's probably my favorite. That's my second favorite, and this one I mean I'm not gonna use it on anything, but it's pretty good though. It's pretty good. All right, so this is the birria pizza. As you can see, it has little fresh cucumbers on the outside. These toasted peppers right here, with little serranos right there, and then on the top avocado. And then you have a little bit of pico de gallo on there as well. I'm ready to go in.
I am.
All right, let's do it. This is incredible lamb. Super tender, packed full of flavor. These right here are the mini tacos. Check those out. This is al pastor and asada right here. I'm gonna add a little bit on top, a little bit on top. Cheers.
Cheers, let's do it.
Really good.
Yeah.
All right, Casey, so now we have right here, these are the Casey Birria tacos. You have lamb, I have beef. That's it. Oh.
Wow. They double layer the tortilla.
Yeah.
Keep it intact. Great flavor.
That is a super great texture and flavor. On the menu, you can also get loaded fries. You can get it with lamb or beef birria. We decided to go beef on this one. Sour cream, pico de gallo, avocado. They have the radishes, cucumber. A very similar presentation to the other items.
Yep.
But then it's on a bed of French fries.
Can't go wrong.
You put this on any vehicle, it's gonna be absolutely delicious. All right, look at this thing, y'all. Look how big this thing is. What is going on? That's the biggest burrito in San Antonio. I don't know.
It's gotta be close.
Also on the menu, nachos. And again, you can get it with lamb or beef, so you get to pick your destiny on
We
that
did
one.
half and half on this one.
We did go
did.
half and half. Ooh, that's a nacho.
Oh, man,
Cheese
I need
pull.
that.
I know, you gotta go for the middle. I like that experience more than I like the fry experience. I like the
agree.
texture.
I agree.
Wow.
Because it's got good crunch to it.
Yes. All right, Casey, so we just had a lot of food, super stuff for you guys. To get more information about Jordan Ford and how you can get to the vehicle of your dreams, just go to the website, www.jordanford.com, schedule a test drive, go talk to Casey.
Come see me.
And you know what? This is where it's at, y'all. If you go out and get great birria, go out to La Birria over here off Perrin Bidle. Amazing spot. I tell you what, though, man. I need more of that green salsa. Did you get some?
I did. I brought some home with me.
Okay, good. I need some of that. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in San Antonio, just north of downtown, to go inside of a restaurant that's serving up sopes, flautas, and gorditas. Let's go inside. Gorditas, mi Torreon.
Joining me now is the manager and the owner's daughter out here at the restaurant, Leslie Mota. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
It's in the name, the Gorditas. They're right in front of us. But talk to me about the restaurant. I mean, how did all of this get started?
So my grandma used to do gorditas all the time. She had always had this dream of having a restaurant, something it's new in here because you don't usually see this food, and it actually went really good.
It took off and the community loves it, right? And I want to start right here because these gorditas look out of control. So talk to me about this one. What's inside of it and what is it made out of?
So that one is the rajas con queso. Us in Torreon, Coahuila, we eat them just how they are. We don't put lettuce, we don't put tomato. That's just...
This is it. This is how you do it. But you do have a red and green salsa here.
Yeah.
Are these made in-house?
Yes.
Okay, so the red one, a little spicy?
Yes.
Oh, you're like, yes, yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna put a little bit on top. There we go, that's the bite. Oh, wow.
Spicy,
It was a little spicy. These gorditas with the cheese on the inside with the corn masa, I mean, absolutely delicious. It's just ooey gooey goodness, and you have all that crunchy exterior on the outside, so it's a good body. They're not gonna fall apart. You can add as much salsa on the inside as you want. It's a great flavor. Is this one flour?
Yes.
And what's inside of it?
That one is the chicharrón prensado, and actually that's something people really love.
Oh, I bet. This just looks like loaded up with flavor. Now let's try the green one.
Yeah, this one's really good with the green one.
Cheers. The chicharrón prensado with the green salsa and the flour gordita. Oh, come on. Oh, the flavor on that. Oh my goodness. One of my favorite bites was the flour gordita with the chicharrón prensado on the inside. It is so good, so much flavor. I mean, it's just juicy. You can tell they just let that meat just simmer for hours, and it has all that salsa in the inside. Now you can add green, add red salsa to it, do whatever you want to do, but you don't even need it. Just eat it the way it comes. This one right here, what we got going on the inside and what's the masa made out of?
It's kind of like the first ones, but on these ones we actually put them on the grill. It makes them like more crispy, and people really like that.
And you actually have a specific name for that style, right?
Yes, they're gorditas al carbón. On this one we have the carne con chile de res.
Here we go, that's the bite. Oh, wow.
Right?
Makes you do a little food dance with that. One of the gorditas that you don't need any sauce whatsoever. Don't even think about it, because it's already got a little bit of spice to it. The carne con chile is so good. Great flavor on the inside. But then what I highly recommend is you get the gorditas and you get them back on the grill. It's called al carbón. It gives it a little more crunchy texture on the outside, a little more bite, a little more crunch, whole lot of flavor. Now, something that's just a little bit special to you guys out here. I mean, these are huge sopes out there. So what's on the inside of these ones?
Okay, so this one, it's the deshebrada, which is just shredded beef, but it really has a good flavor. And the other one, it's the picadillo.
Ooh, I love picadillo.
And yeah, they're really good.
All right, so I'm gonna go for the picadillo one. You wanna go for the shredded beef?
Okay, yes.
I'm gonna pick it up. Cheers.
Cheers.
And we got a little bit of beans on the bottom. That's the bite. Oh, wow.
Right?
Elbow. That's delicious. The sopes are huge. I mean, these things are like big enough where you can just hold it with your hand like that. It's like a big disc. And then it has a little lip to it, beans on the bottom, choice of meat on top, and then you have the lettuce, you have the sour cream, the tomatoes, everything built on top of that. I mean, but these things are gonna fill you up. You get like one, get two if you're feeling really hungry. So you have flautas, and these things are just loaded up.
Yeah.
What's on the inside?
So we have a mixed one, which is one beef, one chicken, one beans, one potato, and one requesón.
These things are like loaded up and they're huge. You want to grab one? Cheers.
Cheers.
There you go. This is the flautas. Let's see which one I got. Oh, wow. When you get the flautas out here, I highly recommend getting the plate that has 5 of the different flavors on there. Plus, you get some veggies on there, a little bit of tomato sauce, and then you can add some green and the red salsa on top as well. A little bit of lemon juice goes a long way. You get that crunch on there. You get to try a little bit of everything, but the shredded beef is out of control. I love how happy you are about all the food, too.
I just love them.
Yes, I mean, you grew up with this.
Yes.
Because it's like people sharing a part of your culture and a part of your family.
We just love seeing how people eat them. It's really good. It's like we're doing it right, you know?
That's beautiful. Here you go. Cheers to you, Leslie. Thank you so much for having us out here.
Thank you.
Y'all, this is it. Oh, that's so good.
Texas Eats will be right back. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information and a map on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, ksat.com/Texas Eats. And to get more information, of course, you can follow us online at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas eats.